Tonight, we've got a story for you. It's all about high-stakes soccer, crushing disappointment, and then incredible redemption. We are breaking down how one of the world's absolute best players went from villain to hero, all in the space of about 45 minutes. All right, so let's set the stage. It's Anfield, the Champions League round of 16, and it's the second leg. Liverpool are right on the edge. They're trailing 1-0 after that first game in Istanbul. So tonight, it is simple. You win or you're out. The pressure is just unbelievable. And you have to understand, this wasn't just about one match. As ESPN pointed out, the club was staring down the very real possibility of a repeat of last year's early exit. For a team like Liverpool, with all their European history, failing at this stage again, it would be a massive, massive blow. But right from that first whistle, you could just feel something in the air. The team, the whole stadium, they were ready for a fight. This first half was all about taking that raw energy and turning it into a goal. And you just can't talk about a European night at Anfield without talking about the noise. Seriously, over 60,000 fans turned that place into an absolute cauldron of sound. Every run felt faster, every tackle felt harder, all of it just supercharged by a crowd that really believed they could push their team over the line.
And then, 25 minutes in, it happens. The breakthrough. And it wasn't some lucky deflection. This was straight off the training ground. A smart low corner kick drilled right to the penalty spot, and Dominik Szoboszlai meets it perfectly. He guides it home, and Anfield just erupts. It's 1-1 on aggregate. Game on.
Okay, so the score is level, all the momentum is with Liverpool, and they're pushing for that lead before halftime, and then they get it. A golden chance, a single moment that could change the entire story of this matchup. We're deep into first half stoppage time, and the referee points to the spot. It's a penalty. Szoboszlai gets tripped up in the box. The tension in that stadium, it just goes through the roof. This is it. So this is the key, right? A goal here doesn't just put Liverpool up 2-0 on the night, it gives them the lead in the entire tie for the very first time. Everything is riding on this one kick.
And of course, there's only one man stepping up to take it. The Egyptian king, Mohamed Salah. He's their talisman, the guy who's delivered for them on the biggest stage time and time again.
But he misses. No way! It's a weak shot, it's too close to the keeper, and Shucker makes the save. You could hear a collective gasp just suck the air out of Anfield. What a massive, massive blown opportunity right before the half. So how does a player like Mo Salah respond to a moment like that? A huge public failure? Well, this is what separates the great players from the truly elite ones. He doesn't go hide. He comes out for that second half and basically decides, okay, I'm gonna win this game by myself. What we see next is just a masterclass in turning that disappointment into pure, unstoppable fire.
Just look at this timeline. It's the sheer speed of this turnaround that's so wild. In just 11 minutes, Salah completely takes over the game. First, at 51 minutes, he puts in a perfect cross for Ekitike to tap in. Just 2 minutes later, his own shot is saved, but Gravenberch is right there to slam in the rebound. He's a part of everything. And then, at 62 minutes, he saves the best for himself.
And this wasn't just any old goal to seal the win. Oh no, this was a moment of history. A goal that would cement his legacy as one of the all-time greats in this competition. 50. That's the number. 50 goals in the most prestigious club competition on the planet. And with that goal, Mohamed Salah becomes the very first African player in history to hit that incredible milestone. What a truly monumental achievement for a player who has just kept redefining what's possible.
And this quote just paints the perfect picture, doesn't it? It was pure vintage Salah. You know the move, cutting inside from the right, and then that trademark curling left footer right into the far corner. The report says he thumped his chest in front of the cop. From the despair of that penalty miss to this absolute explosion of joy and history, well, that is what redemption looks like.
And that historic goal was the cherry on top of a completely dominant night. A 4-0 demolition, making it 4-1 on aggregate. Liverpool are marching on to the quarterfinals, and their star player just wrote another unforgettable chapter in the club's incredible European history. So, after the dust settles, you're left with this one lingering question, right? After a performance that good, that ruthless, you just have to wonder, where has this Liverpool team been all season? A question for another day maybe, but it's one that's going to give their fans a whole lot of hope for what's next.